All right, back inside the Pirate Radio Zoom room today with former ECU linebacker Cannon Gibbs. The Zoom room brought to you by Sailor Warehouse, your local U.S. Sailor authorized agent, and White Claw hard seltzer. Nothing tastes quite like it. Cannon, good to see you, man. How you doing?
Oh man, it's good seeing you, brother. It's another day. I'm alive and well. Just trying to bring some light, brother, to the world. How about you? How you doing?
I'm great, man. I appreciate it. Football's back, so that's a good thing. Got me in a good mood. So
No doubt.
I looked like you were wearing a lab coat when we first got to you. I didn't know if you had become a doctor, but no, that is. Well, tell us about the jacket and your surroundings and what you're doing right now.
Oh man, so yeah, right now you actually see in the background one of my buddies that I coach with and work with and go to school with. So we actually are roommates too. So we got the whole 9 yards covered there. But I'm at Delta State University back home in Mississippi. My brother actually played here, but it's good to be back home. And I'm working on my master's degree in sport management. I'm coaching the safeties and helping out in other areas on this team. And just, I'm very thankful for this opportunity as a young ball coach and just trying to soak up as much information that I can in my young coaching career and just, try to be a positive impact to others while I'm doing it.
That's awesome, Ken. Of course, ECU gearing up for their season opener, which has been pushed back twice now, as they'll play on the 26th against UCF. How about down there? How about Delta State? Are you guys playing this season, or when are you scheduled to play?
So we have canceled all fall sports at Delta State due to COVID-19, of course, which is unfortunate. But we're improvising and we're being response driven in everything we do. Moving forward, just trying to formulate a plan with the Division II and our conference, and try to make those steps appropriately to how we are moving forward. So right now, man, we're just gearing up and working out, trying to keep these guys motivated every day in the classroom and in the weight room, and when we get together in practice, getting extra installs, just trying to use the time that we do have not playing, for more preparation. So, we're just doing the best we can with that. And, our slogan is control what you can control. Well, that's one of the many. And I think that's everybody's saying during these times. So, man, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm in here with, this is the G's office. We got four different office desks in here, and we get all the grunt work done in here while we actually have our own position that we coach too, being at the Division II level. So, it allows for a lot of growth in a short amount of time with the amount of hats that we wear. So it's cool though. It's been a great opportunity.
Coach Gibbs paying his dues right now. Cannon, when you were on the field making all those tackles at ECU, did you know you wanted to go into coaching then? Did they hit you after you played? When did you kind of think, I want to go into coaching?
Man, I'd always pondered it. My father, he coached pretty much me my whole life, and he'd always kind of said, "Oh, I wish I would have, took it to the higher level and whatnot." And just seeing his small impact that he had on me as a youth, and mainly my friends and just the other friends that I actually built in those relationships that I built through playing and under his leadership as a coach, it kind of inspired me. But man, I had no idea what I wanted to do. When you're playing, it's kind of like that's all you want to do is play. Play. It's all you're focused on. You try not to get too far ahead. But reality did hit. I was trying to, earn a spot at some type of professional level, and that never happened. This opportunity at Delta State kind of opened spontaneously, and I prayed on it and kind of weighed out the pros and cons. Do I want to keep chasing this dream as a player, or do I want to enter this profession early? And I was just like, my body's kind of hurting anyways. So I was like, might as well coach it, and try to inspire others to, make it as far as they can.
That's awesome. Talking to Cannon Gibbs today. Cannon, I want to get, now that you're a coach, you'll be good at this, a scouting report on some of your old teammates that are still at ECU. So let's start with, this is an interesting guy. Xavier Smith had to basically fill in as a tight end for ECU a couple of years ago. Turns around the next year and is the team's leading tackler. I've also heard Morgan Ayler said he roomed with Holton, and he's a fantastic kid. So how about what do you got to tell me about Xavier Smith, ECU linebacker?
Oh, X, man, I still remember him coming in. He had a little knee problem when he came in, but when he's healthy, he's explosive. He's dynamic. He has natural energy. He's a guy that brings brings the best out of others, and just being around him as a senior when he was a freshman, he brought light and great energy to my day, and it kind of reciprocated out through the rest of the guys on the team. So I imagine he's doing the same. I try to keep up with him and the rest of the guys that were there with me. But X, man, I think his ceiling is what is a ceiling? When you talk about X, as he keeps developing as a leader, of course, and just learning the X's and O's of the game, I think that he's gonna leave a legacy at ECU before it's over with.
Cannon, how about Bruce Bivens? He played a lot early on, and we've kind of been hoping he would take that next step. Mike Houston has said this offseason that he calls him a leader. He's a leader on the defense. How about Bruce heading into this season?
Oh yeah, I remember when Bruce first came in, he was texting me, calling me, asking me all these questions about the playbook, and I knew from then on that he was just hungry. He has a lot of passion for the game of football, and for just trying to get a little bit better every day. And sometimes I got to remind him, hey, it's going to take every day. You can't just, we live in this microwave society where we want instant gratification. We want it done now, now, now. And I'm just like, Bruce, hey, relax. He's been through injuries, he's had things that he's battled and overcome as a young man, a young student athlete. And, I think that this year I pray that, he stays healthy, and he just takes advantage of every opportunity that he gets. And I know he is. I know he's going to be ready. So just being healthy is his main thing, man, because he's about the twitchiest, strongest, fastest cat I've ever been around at the linebacker position.
And one more guy for you, Cannon. Speaking of injuries, Aaron Ramseur came on the scene as a freshman, played well. He suffered injuries. He's been in the doghouse a couple of times, trying to finish strong here at ECU. Can Aaron Ramseur be a factor for the Pirates?
He definitely is, and he definitely will be. He just, and, it all comes back to being healthy at the end of the day. And that guy, he's about as slippery as they come in between the A and the C gaps. So if he can be out on that field, man, there's no question that he'll have his nose on the ball and he'll be making plays. All three of those guys, man, they complement each other well, along with the rest of those guys in that room, and on the defense. So I'm just excited, to see them on the 26th, finally getting that date established. And I just saw it's going to be a 12 o'clock kickoff.
Yep, a nooner.
No doubt. That's exciting, man. So I know they're working strenuously, and with all these postponing dates, and with the quarantine going on of specific players, everybody trying to stay disciplined. I know that they're leaders in the linebacker room, and then obviously across the defense, and ultimately within the whole entire football program. So you know, hopefully they'll be ready to roll, and get the rest of the guys ready as well.
Well, Cannon, I would ask you about more players, but the whole D line is new and most of the secondary is new, so you didn't even play with any of them. We got that linebacker group is the most veteran group on the field on the defensive side, so hopefully they'll have a big year for the Pirates. Cannon, when you look back at your playing days and your time at East Carolina, it was brief when you came in as a transfer, but what do you remember most? What really sticks out to you about your time in Greenville?
And I just remember going through a lot of adversity, within our program, and it was just very humbling. But at the end of the day, when I look back, I think about the great relationships and just people I met. There's so many guys and just people across different departments. Not just athletically. On campus, there's special people out there that really care. About the development and growth of young men and women. So just being out there and getting out of Mississippi, it was good to see that there's something else in the world. So I'm very grateful for my opportunity there and my time, although it was brief. You know, I'm very, very blessed and thankful forever, and I'll be a pirate forever.
Well, Cannon, we appreciate you because in our line of work, we love guys that are easy to talk to and fun to talk to. And win or lose, you were always a great interview. So we appreciate that about you, man.
Oh man, you gotta always bring light to this world, man. It's that simple. You're either part of the darkness or you're part of the light. You
Well
want to be
said.
a problem, you want to be a solution. You pick. It's that simple. It ain't always that easy, but it's that simple.
Very good. Well said, Cannon. Cannon, the beard's looking great. The hair's looking good, man. You're doing well down there. I can see.
Man, I'm trying it. As long as my head coach lets me keep growing this out, it's like my authentic mask before I put my actual mask on, so it gives me a little color on my face.
Yeah, yeah.
As long as he lets me keep growing it out, I think I'll keep growing it out. And maybe some cold weather will come down here in Mississippi, so it
Daniel,
doesn't get too hot.
we'll be following Delta State now, man. So good luck down there. We'll keep up with your career. If you need anything from us, let us know. But it's great to catch up with you, man. Glad to see you're doing well.
You too, brother, man. I appreciate it. And tell everybody I said hello.
Will do. There's Cannon Gibbs, former ECU linebacker, joining us in the Pirate Radio Zoom room, brought to you by Cellular Warehouse. Call Toby Williams, 252-799-7051, and White Claw Hard Seltzer, proudly distributed by Coastal Beverage Company. We will see you next time, folks.